Welcome to the You Heard podcast, your go-to for Miami Hurricanes football. Ben, Joe, Hope, and CB break down recruiting, hot topics, and game day action.
All right, we'll talk about it at the end.
No, let's talk about this right now because you completely flipped it on me now.
I hate him for knowing this, bro. This man knew the brand, dog.
Okay, I don't appreciate that. I'm saying, like,
what are we talking about, son?
Get into it, talk. I felt
Keeping it a buck.
Let me close these curtains real quick.
You heard.
Man, this dude got one job. That's what's crazy about it.
I like being,
Man, man got one job, man. He's like the kicker. He's like the kicker. You know what I mean? He got one job. Make the extra point. You know what I'm saying? And then
that's all I gotta do. They moved it back. It got different. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta
I was good at the two. But now we, you know what I'm saying? They moved it back. What's good, family? How you doing, brother?
Man? What's popping, man? Chat, what's up, y'all? How y'all the Lex?
Lex in the building.
Yeah.
This is disrespectful. It is. I've you know what? The moment we became friends, my internet just got a little worse. You know what I'm saying? I'm delayed. It's lagging out here.
Yeah.
Shout out, hey, real quick. Shout out to Miami Mayhem, man. They're gonna have Coach Mariball on.
Yeah.
On today's show right after this. So y'all make sure to tune into the Flow Network.
I got questions, son. I got questions.
You got one question.
I got questions. Other than that, that's the main question. But I got some questions, man.
Yeah, definitely. My dog in here going crazy. Yeah, man. So what's popping, man? How you doing, man? How's your week been? You know, I'm kicking back. I'm chilling. Oh wow, we taking it back.
Yeah, because it's that time.
Yeah.
You see where that poodle going?
Yeah, gone.
He's going in the portal, man. It's portal time.
Hold on, wait. I got a sound effect for that I'm gonna be late on.
It's time, portal time. It's time, portal time, man.
Yes, it's here. Look, y'all know it's popped up. It's open last night at midnight, but it's been going crazy for a minute now. People can put their names in now. They can officially make their visits, do all that good stuff. We've had 5 players jump in the portal, right? Yeah, 5 players as of this afternoon, as of this recording. If somebody jumps in now, please let us know. You know what I'm saying? Because we're here locked in with y'all. Ain't trying to be surfing the internet. As Mohammed said earlier. So yeah, man, we've had Elias Rudolph jump in the portal, Zaquan Patterson, most recent, Night Carr. Who else? Who else, Joey?
Joshua Horton.
Yeah.
And Zaquan Patterson.
No surprises? Any surprises for you?
No. Zaquan was a little bit of a surprise just because he was, most likely in the 2 deep. But hearing some things, it wasn't a surprise. Carr, just because I don't know. I don't think he stayed long enough. To earn that spot. But I mentioned in the chat that he didn't seem too enthused when he left the field after the spring game. I didn't see he didn't look.
He wasn't cheery, is what you're saying. He wasn't jovial. He wasn't jovial out there. I feel you.
Yeah, Joshua Horton is not a surprise, but it is a disappointment to me because I felt like he could have been an impact guy, man, with his size and his ability. But
our biggest defensive
availability is your biggest,
Hey, I don't like cliches.
Man, you got to be available.
Don't hit me with cliches, Joe. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know that.
It's the truth, though. Like,
yeah, you know that.
Yeah. So, like, all right, let's break it down. Night Carr, not a surprise to me. And he looks like he got. Look, I don't know how they. This is just our opinion. We don't. You know what I'm saying? possibly got past the might not have liked his where, you know what I'm saying, what the writing on the wall was with the incoming freshman. Shout out to our guy X-Man from Caneville. Fam, every year they're gonna try to recruit over you. Every quarter they're gonna try to get a player it's up to you to step up. If you don't, like, you know what I'm saying, this is a business in every way. Like, it can't be you getting paid. I'm like, yo, man, but I'm guaranteed a spot, right? No, fam, because we're paying them too. We're paying this slot receiver money. We're paying this X receiver money. We're paying this everybody getting paid. So everybody's an employee, and all of them start from. So they're all starting at zero, in a way. So it's up to the work to show it, man. So again, like, it can't. Like, I've looked at it. This is a conversation that we've had in the chat. Shout out to our group chat. You know what I'm saying? That's one conversation we had in the chat. It's like, I just look at it as a business, because like, it can't be both, right? It can't be play the kids, but it's like, fam, this we paying you. You're an employee. So what, you either gonna show up or not? Because Malachi coming down, you know what I'm saying? Mally coming, possibly J Rock, hopefully coming in. You know what I'm saying? Coming in December. Like, they're going to keep getting guys. Like, this is what it's supposed to be like. Obviously, in previous years before the portal, guys would stay, work. You know what I'm saying? Work their depth chart and all that good stuff. That's not now. Those days are long dead. So this is the business. Yep. Shout out to the chat. Got 85 in here right now. Y'all see, you know what I'm saying, worked on a little bit. Make sure y'all know we're on every Wednesday and Sunday at 6. Like, share, subscribe, and we're available wherever you get your podcast as soon as this live show is done. Let us know anything you want to talk about. Any surprises for y'all in the chat, man, let us know. Any guys still jumping in there? What you feeling, Joey?
Yeah, and it's also, man, I alluded to it earlier. Actually, I tweeted it, man. Like, we have to, it's called competition, but we have to retain our own guys that are there.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I mean? And it's really about, you know, what the staff thinks you're worth at the time. So if you're coming out of high school and I gave you top high school recruit money, you know, and after 2 seasons, you're not that valuable to me anymore. What am I supposed to do?
No.
You know what I mean? I have to move on, you know. So, and that's the business of it. That's the other side that I guess nobody wanted. You know, everybody wanted the let's get paid side, but nobody wanted the
you getting evaluated.
We can evaluate you and determine that you're not worth that money to us. So this is in every business, right? This is with everything you buy. Like your car, as soon as it comes off the lot, it's not valuable and it's not as valuable anymore.
Facts.
It's over. And it drops. So,
and I want to ask, like, how does the evaluation go when you're injured, right? When you've picked up an injury or two, and look, that's the dark side of it. But that's what the league does that too, right? Like, you get hurt, you're not guaranteed to get your spot back or wherever you were, right? You're behind. Like last year, Nightcar had a couple injuries in the offseason, you know what I'm saying, during spring and all that stuff. So young guys come in basically at the same level he is, but they're younger. Might have been a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, they might have valued those players more. Like, this is the business. And again, I'm not saying Nightcar specifically. Like, I hope he lands in a great spot.
Anybody.
We're just using him as an example. We could use this for any player. But you're right, man. Like, you're being, like, the thing is crazy is, like, this is with the winter and spring portal, that's when you're being evaluated. You're being evaluated through the season, right? For the winter portal. Then you're being evaluated again through the spring portal, and then when you jump in with yo, man, you gotta bounce, fam. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you could come in and renegotiate with that we're not, that number that you got at high school isn't the number you're getting now. If you don't feel comfortable with that, we understand and we wish you the best.
It's gonna be a lot of people asked to take pay cuts. You know, that's what it is. They do that in the league too. When they want to renegotiate or they want to, you know, restructure your deal so they could sign somebody else. You know, they asked Patrick Mahomes, yo, let's restructure this deal so we can get some receivers for you or some old linemen for you, you know. But, you know, it is what it is, man. I'm, you know, that's what it is, man. So
that's what it is.
Hopefully these young men, I'm sure they'll fall on their feet. You know what I mean?
Hopefully they'll land somewhere. Cristoforo Santino says, I got to read it like that. Cristoforo. Sean Taylor had to wait his turn different times. Fam, that was over 20 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
The football we watched last week. The football we watched last week isn't the football we're watching now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is changing faster than you could possibly think of, man. And look, revenue sharing is supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, coming through maybe this summer. So that's gonna change everything where schools getting like $20 million. And then on top of that is the NIL. So that's just when you're beginning to get a grasp of possibly understanding NIL, shit's about to change again. So you know what I'm saying? Like, all the research, yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah. Let's address Jay Sings real quick. Yeah, they're not technically employees, no, but from a school standpoint, they got to look out for themselves. You know, just like the player has to look out for themselves, right? So if I'm the school and I get caught because I got 10 people leaving, you know, because they want more money. I'm not willing. They can't hold me hostage.
Nope.
Because they want more money and I'm not willing to pay it. You know, so it goes both ways because both sides are doing that, right? So after the season, you got the coaches that are going to have their meeting, right? Yo, I think you need to bounce. I think you need to bounce. Yo, we want to keep you. What we talking about? Blah, 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 blah. But you do have your players that are looking around.
Yeah.
They're looking around, man. They're not playing. Yeah. After the spring, they find out they're not in the too deep. Or after the spring, they find out they're not starting, but they're a backup. Oh, but I can go to Louisville and start.
Yeah.
And get the same amount of money or a little bit more.
Yeah.
I mean, both sides, man. Both sides. I see both sides, man. I see both.
Look, man, like look, it's not like we're not breaking any news here. Like even Coach Cristobal said it, I think it was a week ago, right? Where he's like, yo, everybody's in the portal at all times.
Yeah,
this is just the window where they sign. Conversations are being had, man. There's people trying to get our players. We're trying to get, you know what I'm saying? That's everybody's in the portal. Everybody's up for grabs. This is not a Miami specific thing. This isn't we need to protect. This is the business of college football that we're in currently.
Yep.
So it is like the money you give to get a commitment and a signee in December of that year changes.
That's crazy.
With production, you know what I'm saying? With production, with availability, with all these things, because they might see you in the spring like, yo, man, we need another linebacker. We need another D tackle. Then that's gonna eat away at your snaps. And we're like, yo, you know what? This guy we got that's roughly has the same amount of years left because freshmen are now going. That's the crazy one. True freshmen that signed in December are jumping in the portal. That's where it gets crazy because there's no tape. Like, yo, we could get this guy that's younger than you that gives me the same performance for a little bit less, or I'm giving him more and he's outperforming you.
And it's not supposed to be that, right? That's not what it was intended for. It's not. Everybody says it's not performance based, right? It's not, but yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
It absolutely is. It wasn't supposed to be that. That wasn't the goal of NIL, but that's what it is now. You know what I mean? It is performance based. Nobody's gonna say it, but yeah, it's performance based, no doubt.
Yeah, if you have an edge rusher that gives you 12 sacks and has 2 years left or 3 years left, he's going to command more money, you know what I'm saying, based on that performance. Because he's, you know what I'm saying, that's proven. Like that's, you know what I'm saying, that's just obvious business. If you have an employee who outperforms their evaluations, when money comes up, you know what I'm saying, when it's raise time, like, yo, man, all the evaluations look good. All right, let's give them a couple more money. You know what I'm saying, a couple more dollars. That's the business.
Fam, I just spoke to a friend earlier who has a contact or is a contact at a G5 school. He just lost his whole front seven to the portal. His starting D line and three linebackers. He just lost to the portal. Like he's in a damn a frenzy right now. Like what are you supposed to do at that point?
A frenzy's a great take, by the way.
You know what I mean? What are you supposed to do at that point?
You're in a frenzy. I love that. That's a good one.
I mean? Like you got to bring in, and G5 is like the minor leagues right now.
Yep. Yeah.
So guys out of high school go to G5, get busy, and then command money at the P5 or P4 level.
Yeah. Was it? I saw earlier on 3, it was like 4,000 since December. Just this transfer portal alone, close to 4,000 players. It was like 3,800 had jumped in the portal, and like 1,700 of them since then didn't have a landing spot.
Yeah,
just
man.
with the number difference. Obviously, that gets updated every second. Right now, while we're talking, you know what I'm saying, somebody so and so consigned to another school. This is just the business. So
West Virginia lost 30 players allegedly. Yeah.
Some
of these numbers may be inflated, but
because it could be from the spring, from the winter portal to the spring.
Yeah, facts. It could be all year.
Also, Cal lost 5 running backs.
Yeah,
like
facts.
That's wild.
Facts.
Wild, yo. Like what's the 5th running back on that depth chart snaps wise? Yeah. Like what does that look like?
And that and to me that doesn't really make sense to me, man. Like if I'm a running back at Cal, or let's say I'm even like Nikar, for example, right? You may not be, at least you're in the 2 deep, I would think. You're in the 2 deep.
Possibly, yeah.
Anything could happen, fam. Like so many things could happen. There's so many injuries that pop up. There's a lot that pops up. Now, if you can go somewhere, where's he from? Georgia. So let's say, Georgia Tech is like, yo, you come here, we got you. You starting. Okay, I get it. Yeah. I mean, I get it. But a back at Cal, Jaden Ott left. Yo, that room got to be open. It got to be open. Wide open.
Yo, how much
that money that Jaden Ott was getting, it should be some of yours now. Like it trickles down. Yo, if you need me to stay, you just lost 4 backs. I'm the 5th one. You need me to stay?
I got it.
Give me an extra 200 and we good. Let's ride.
Yeah. And they got didn't they get like a 5-star quarterback in the that like flipped from Oregon, the Hawaiian cat? So they could have done they could have done something there. Like it's just wild, man. And look, bagging up brings up Oklahoma. They might end up being fairly good. I'm not going crazy. Yeah. I mean, they got a good quarterback and they got a good running back. I don't know what else they doing over there. I don't trust.
A couple old linemen in the portal as well.
Yeah,
but they still got to play ball. It don't matter.
They still got to play it. They're still in the SEC. And it's getting crazy, man. Like. And it's hard to track it all, man. Like I was just waiting for the graphic. All right, signed. All right, cool. Because I was trying to go through it earlier. I was like, fam, the amount of D linemen, because we have a visitor coming in tomorrow. We got a D lineman. I was like, just looking through all those names, I was like, holy shit. Like, because look, D tackle is a premium, right? Like that's a premium spot that's going to be overpaid, and you might have to reach for some guys because some guys already have basically a no contact tag to the next spot, right? Like they know where they're going because it's already been negotiated, not with the player, but with the family or an agent. So now you got this guy. What's Braxton Feely coming in to visit tomorrow? 6'1", 6'2", 295, 300 pounds. Joe, you got to see a little bit of him. What you thinking? Be honest.
I think, right. So for what this defense is going to be, the way Coach Heatherman wants to coach this defense, I think he's good for what they want. They want to penetrate. They want to penetrate one gap, get in the backfield. I think he's good at that. I think he excels at that part of it. I don't think he's he's not going to be the run stuffer that you want. 6'4", 330, 340. He's not that.
Yeah.
But I think he does well in space. So, penetrating, getting, one gap and shooting the gaps, I think he'll be all right. White on rice, huh? Right on rice.
Why on rice? Why on rice? Shut up. Bagging up says he's short. Yes.
And he'll come fairly cheap compared to an elite D tackle. You know what I mean? And I don't think he'll be the only D tackle though, but like I said, I think for what what we want on defense, the way we want to attack, I think he's good. I think he's good for that.
I still need that 6'4", 330. But that 6'4", 330 is going to be highly paid. You know what I'm saying? Like just for that size, because
that's where you spend your money at, though. Like if we'll talk about that later on for the culture, but that's part of where you spend your money, man.
Yeah, that's one of them spots that you're gonna have to not overpay, but the market is crazy there, and you got to be prepared for it. Again, it's not our money, so pay it. You know what I'm saying? We donate. I'm saying shout out to King's Connection. I'm saying make sure you know what I'm saying drop a couple $dollars for them, and we try to help any way we can, man. So yeah, man. All right, so Nycar gone, Zaquan Pat. So does that change your shopping list
I think they knew well in advance what the shopping list was going to be.
Yeah,
I don't think any of this really comes at a surprise. Oh, for me?
Yeah.
Nah, I think it was the same every time. I think we said receiver.
Yep.
One running back.
Yep.
A safety.
Yep.
And a D tackle. And a linebacker, I think, was on the list too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that changed. I think offensive lineman too. At least one offensive lineman, I think.
Yeah, I think because I think we're gonna have one or two, look, just a feeling, right? I think we're gonna have one or two offensive linemen bounce.
Yeah,
just because the sheer amount of numbers that's in there. Like you really see on the D line, right? Elias Rudolph bounced. You know what I'm saying? Jumped in the transfer portal. The numbers that are there, just like, yo, man, like, it's a lot of people here. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of like,
and again, that's another thing, right? Elias Rudolph he's a freshman, right?
Yep.
Like
redshirt.
I mean, you have to like chill, relax. Like once you go, unless you go to a G5 or smaller D1, P4, get busy, and then you'll be back in the portal again, commanding your dollars. You know what I mean?
I'm with Star on this one. ZP was to me, but now I say we need two safeties. I wouldn't be opposed to a second, like two safeties because of the number. Like I know we needed one that was with Zaquan. So you lose Zaquan, I'm probably good with it because of that. Because it's like if you have one, if you just add one, what if he gets hurt? Because you clearly don't. I don't want to say trust, but you clearly know you need the bodies in that room. So to get a second,
so let's look at like true safeties, right? Yeah, you're right. True safeties, like I play safety.
Yes.
You have Poiser. You had Zaquan.
Dylan Day.
Dylan Day is a true safety.
Markeith.
Yeah, Markeith might be in that. You know what I mean? We might see that name come through.
Yeah.
And that's it. The rest you got like Nichols.
Yeah.
Bryce Fitzgerald coming in the summer, right?
Yeah, but that's you can't count on like can you count on a late summer guy? Like, yes, it's happened already with like running back the last 2 years with Lyle and Fletch, but can you count on a true freshman coming in late, learning a whole new defense? You know what I'm saying? To be that guy? Possibly. I'm not saying he can't. I'm just saying like you need some assurances there. Also because of how bad your defense was last year. You can't be like, yo, man, but hey, we got this. Fam, I need numbers. You need numbers. At the end of the day, you need the numbers. Because you get two or not three, but you get two, good chance one of them at least works out. The second one could be complimentary in case in case shit, but you just need the numbers.
I'm throwing a bag at Mr. Urlacher though. I'm throwing a bag.
Identity?
I'm throwing a bag.
Yeah.
I'm throwing a bag at Urlacher, son.
Yeah, I'm having him visit. Like, yo, man, you're not leaving. What?
Yeah, I'm throwing
what's the
a
number?
bag.
Brian. Yes, Brian Urlacher. Tell me what the number is, because y'all good. You've had a hell of a career. So what's the number for your son to make sure he doesn't leave South Florida?
Yeah,
because of that. You know what I'm saying? Already has a year of experience. Played at Notre Dame.
Yup. You know played in big games, man. Went to the playoffs.
Yep.
Like, yeah. Yep.
Easy. Yeah. That makes sense. Like a younger guy, because you know what I'm saying? And you get like one young guy, one older guy. You know, one that kind of understands, like maybe like a lower G5 guy that's, you know what I'm saying, got a ton of snaps, that you know what you're getting with them, but that comes at a cheaper price. This is how you gotta balance this shit, man. Like it's not just you'll get me every star, because if you get every star, that they're gonna bounce. Like it, you know what I'm saying? You gotta balance that shit correctly. Like so
go to the
now, right? What up?
Yeah. I'm curious, SP, why is the thought that everybody else is mid? Like where are we getting that thought from? And why are we saying that? Like, how do we figure Popo is mid? How do we feel like
Wes is mid?
Wes is mid. Like, where are we getting this? Where is that coming from? I'm curious because I'm hearing it, but I don't know how we're getting there. If we're going off of last year, you can't say Kellen Wiley and Pruitt are dope because they didn't play last year.
No,
too much.
Kellen was a late riser. Yeah, Kellen was a late riser in high school.
Yeah. Pruitt got some snaps, but you can't say nobody on that defense was tough last year for real.
Nah, it was all like again, it was all mid.
Mm-hmm.
It was all mid. Like the whole defense was mid. So I can't I said it before when we talking about West. I don't know how to grade this defense. I don't know how to grade the guys that stayed at all. I can't give you because everybody was bad, yo. Everybody was a C- or a D. Yeah,
so bagging up, like I hear what you're saying.
I got it.
But my bad, you got it up. But Ruben Bain wasn't ill last year.
Nope. Mezzi wasn't ill.
Mezzi wasn't that. He wasn't, outside contain. Wasn't there. That's both the ends.
Yeah.
So I don't know about the defense. A lot of people on the defense, I would kind of give a pass from last year because this ain't that.
Because everything was bad.
Yeah, this ain't
like
that.
It wasn't like if it was like, yo, the linebackers can't do this, but the D-line is killing it. Mm-hmm. All right, the linebacker, you know what I'm saying? Like everything was bad besides OJ. And again, I think we give OJ a grade on a curve because he was the only one that like did his job. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, okay, like maybe we got something here. And I'm not saying we don't have something. I'm just saying like he might have been the only one that like played his assignment, so it looked better because everybody else looked lost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't set the edge. From your thumbs to God's ears, CB.
Yeah, man.
And run me Kennedy or Lacker. Hey, CB, listen. Nobody's watching. Just 164 people hanging out with us. Yo, shoot him that text, man. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just let him know, hey, yo, come on, stop playing. Green and orange looks good. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it. Brian would have a great time on the beach in South Florida, making it happen. Yeah, that's another one. Simeon Barrow. That might have Simeon Barrow and OJ Frederick might have been our only guys that were consistent.
Facts.
Consistent.
Facts.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think we go into this defensive year looking much different. Like just talking to some of the parents and the players, it's just a different feeling of freedom this year. I can run. I don't have to think. Everybody looked faster. Like again, this is a spring game, but in practices, in scrimmages, Benny was at the real scrimmage before the spring game, and they look faster. You know what I mean? They just look freer.
Yes.
More attacking. And the linebackers are being coached by the D coordinator, who's a linebacker guy. It's gonna look different, man. It's gonna look.
And he
different.
does not blink. I've yet to physically see him blink. When he walked towards me, just eyes wide, just locked in, just wide open. Let's get into this Caneswear ad. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Caneswear.
New store, new items, same great experience.
Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
Hey, Caneswear all day, man. Y'all already know. That's the family.
I agree,
Joey?
SP. I agree, SP. Like, I think Ruben Bain is about to murder cats this year. Like, I think he hears everybody talking.
Yeah. I do not say anything about Ruben Bain negative. I don't do it. Again, I've seen him throw around the 37-year-old right tackle. I will never question
as an 18-year-old.
As an 18-year-old, I will never question he was hurt, man. Like, it took him a long time to heal back and jump back. Like, it was almost like on a snap count. It seemed like, I'm not giving him any grief for that, man. All right, let's see what we got here. Bagging up says, I don't see a secondary pass rush move from Bain. He needs to enhance his back. Again, he was hurt. We don't know, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what he is yet. Like, he had a great first year, all ACC Defensive Player of the Year. Like, we got to give him some time. Like, he was also hurt last year. The thing is that we do a lot as fans, especially if we follow like high school recruiting. You expect them to just come in and be great right away. Like, people adjust to them. They might have been chipping them. You know what I'm saying? Bringing in the tight end to a double team. Like, all those things add up. And then when they're asking him to crash inside or stunt, he's gonna get basically triple teamed. It's gonna be difficult to look dominant on tape. You know what I'm saying? Like, we never set the edge. Like, think of one time that he was just making pass rush moves, that he wasn't like stunting inside and giving up outside contain, because that's what he was asked to do consistently. Because if you do it that often, that's what you're being asked to do. You don't do that shit on your own.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got to give context, man. Context to it.
Yep.
We'll see this year. You know what I'm saying? What was it? Bagging up. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see it this year. If you're right, you're right. We're going to be right here every Wednesday and Sunday at 6. We'll tell you we're wrong. We ain't above it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't above it at all. Joey, what you got, man? What you want to talk about?
Would y'all take Jalen Knighton back? You want to come through? Chat, let me know. I'm curious, chat.
Well, I mean, I already answered that question in the group chat. You want me to say it on here?
He wanted to come through. What you doing, man?
I'm all good, fam.
Oh, LSU running back John Emery Jr. has entered the portal.
Come on down. Come on down. All right, let's go running back. How you feel about it?
Oh, running back. How I feel about what? Taking one?
Taking one.
Yeah, we said that. Yeah, one running back. We definitely need. I think we need one running back. Just
what's your requirement? Like, we're thinking about it. Like, what year do you want him? Like a 1-year guy? You want him to, you know what I'm saying? Like, or do you want like how we had last year, a Damian? Like, if somebody like a Damian Martinez jumps in and be like, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah. I think
top level.
Yeah, no. I want a depth piece. You know what I mean? Because I know I hear Elijah Lofton playing running back. I don't want Elijah Lofton playing.
I don't want that.
No. I'm cool. No. Yeah, just a depth piece, a vet, back there is just a chill. Yeah, SP, that's all. Nothing crazy. I don't think you break the bank for running back. Nah.
No, you don't. I don't think you set the market at running back. I think you're competitive in the market at running back, if that makes sense. Like, it's impossible. It's like, now is a time where like you could kind of, here's how I look at it. You could kind of overpay, not going crazy with it. Right now I'm saying like double whatever the market is for people or anything like that. But like, have that third guy, but like that third guy be right on par with the other two. Where like if Fletch, you know what I'm saying, jams a thing, you know what I'm saying, jams his hand or broken, that third guy isn't a bit like, we got to deal with Lucius Stanley. No disrespect. Hope he's having a great career, whatever he's doing in his life.
To say that, but okay.
I mean, what's the name of that?
I mean, you ain't say, you could have just said, something.
I could have, but I didn't, because I'm saying, we're saying names out here, fam. If it's business, it's business. Like that's what I'm at. That's what I'm thinking. So like the guy from NC State, Kendrick Raphael, I think. I wouldn't mind something like that. You know what I mean? Like something.
Yeah, I think you always need 5, man, to me, because running back is such a volatile position. So I think you always need 5. You could end up with 2 running backs. You could end up with 3. You could end up with 2 getting injured, man. Running back is too volatile, and we run physical. We're a physical running team. You know what I mean? And Fletch and Lau are physical.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when you get past Fletch and Lau, you have Pringle and Hellcat, which are 2 of the same backs.
Yep.
Right. So they're not saying they're not physical, but they're not
like scat backs, right?
Yeah,
scat backs.
man. So
yeah. Shout out to Big Scroggs. This was Lyle and Fletcher definitely 1-2 punch. Pringle's gonna be a dude, 100%.
Yeah.
But if
absolutely.
one or two pick up an injury at any point, then you got 1. I'd rather have 1, 2, 3. You know, that's just because now's the time to do it, right? Like if you did it in winter, like, yo, I'm 3rd, fam. Like you get them now, they're locked in for the season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
and that's facts. Ian Walden, Terrell Walden is all right, man. Like I actually, if that's the body, I'm cool. I like Terrell Walden. You know what I mean? He gets.
Is he still there?
I think so, right? I think so.
I thought he graduated personally. I don't know.
Let's see. Somebody let us know, man, because I think I felt like they were talking about him this spring.
I remember him being like number 40, if I remember correctly. Something like that, 40 or 48. So I don't know.
Facts back, yeah.
Hellcat and Pringle aren't taking his handcuffs, handoffs, all the game. Yeah, they got to gain weight. But they're perfect change of pace back. You know what I'm saying? For what you need. You're not gonna have them run inside runs. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna use them a little differently, but we had a guy in CJ that could have done those things, but we didn't. But whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's neither here nor there. Would have been a perfect complimentary back, but he would have been RB3 in year 3 in a lot of ways. So
if Darryl Jackson hits the portal, FSU, you taking him back?
Yeah. A D tackle? Yes, man. Like like that person, listen, he went over there, got paid. He could come back, he could drive that same Porsche down. I don't care. He could take that car that they bought him, he could drive it right back down to South Florida. Yes, you take a D tackle. And he's a bigger body. I don't know why anybody's still at Florida State. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, I just don't understand it. That's just bad business. Like, unless they're giving you like 6 times the market, then I understand, because you can do that for 6 months and like fake a hamstring injury, then jump in the portal right after, because then you're left with $850 in the bank.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. So running back, receiver. Is it Trevor Penning or bust?
Nah, not for me. I'm probably
taking
on
2.
I'm probably in a minority, but I wouldn't pursue him. I'm not that much of a, I mean, not that I'm not a fan, but I don't think I'm good. I wouldn't break the bank, because he's going to require elite money. You know what I mean? He's going to require elite money, and I'm cool.
Is he in the portal, Frenchie? I don't think he's in the portal, right? Did he jump back in? Don't put no hopes out there.
There's only a few. Like, hold up, somebody, receiver from Washington jumped in the portal, and I like him.
Fam, it's so hard to keep track of all these guys. Who's the receiver?
I know CB know if he
CB
Lenore Tellers is in the portal too. That's crazy.
What? Quarterback from South Carolina?
I think somebody was trolling with that joint.
That can't be real, fam. That got to be that fake on 3. I think it was like a Florida State fan.
Yeah. They was trolling with that.
Somebody got with the Cam Coleman joint. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, that's Cam Coleman in the portal. Fam, Auburn is not letting Cam Coleman go. That's all they have. Cam Coleman is staying there.
Yeah, Cook. Winston said Jonte Cook.
Oh, Jonte Cook. Okay.
Yeah, I like him.
So you thinking? What are you thinking? You thinking a slot and an outside?
I'm not gonna hold you. I don't think we need a slot, man. I'm good. I'm
Ray
good
and
with Ray and the freshman kid. Yep. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm good. And I'm good, really good with if you bring in an elite boundary receiver. I'm really good with putting JoJo in the slot. I've been saying that.
Yeah, you have been saying that.
I'm really good with that. If we gonna do that, if one of the slots is going, if not saying this, but if Ray decides to bounce, I'm good with putting JoJo in the slot and getting a elite boundary. Because so JoJo would, in the slot in Dawson's offense,
he'd have 150 catches. He'd have 150 catches.
Lord Jesus.
He'd have 150. Easy.
Oh, jeez.
Easy 150. I'm just because that's Dawson's primary receiver in the slot. Him and Carson Beck. If Carson Beck's already, if he's already throwing, which you should have been starting Monday. Yeah. Ooh, JoJo in the slot. Nasty. All right. So boundary receiver over slot.
Yeah, I'm
we'll
cool.
See what the market is. Again, the portal just opened today. Closes next Friday, which just means, want to clarify for y'all, which just means that's the last day they could enter the portal. Doesn't mean that that's the one they have to sign, because they're all coming in the summer and moving and all that stuff. So the portal opened today officially, and it closes 12 o'clock midnight, or I think it's like some crazy like 2 o'clock in the afternoon or some crazy ish on Friday. So they had to put in their name in the portal by then, and that's it. We talked a little bit about safety.
Yeah, we ain't touch on it for real. We were saying Kennedy Urlacher, is in that conversation. But yeah, we were saying I think we need 2 safeties.
Yes.
That's what everybody agrees with, I think.
What y'all think? Let us know in the chat, man. Go to 199 y'all rocking with us. Make sure to smash that like button. Remember, we're available wherever you get your podcasts. We're live every Wednesday and Sunday at 6. But we are available on audio right after, and also available on the website. And I can't even mention it, right? Like, because we're waiting to do it, so I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, chill out, relax. Fresh. We did lose a DE, but I think at the edge position, I think we're good. I don't think we need to reach and get another body in there. I think we have enough bodies in that room to be good.
Yeah. Armando Blunt, Marquise Lightfoot, Ruben Bain, Akeem Azador, McConaughey. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can keep going. Herbert Scroggins. You know what I'm saying? Again, a freshman. But
I don't see Alabama or Georgia losing kids. We just got a quarterback from Georgia.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Yeah, Alabama.
Yeah.
Alabama
lost mad people in the first window. Like, we got to remember this is the second window, y'all.
Yeah.
They lost. Look at how much they lost in the first window, man.
Look, we got to remember as Canes fans, don't let your algorithm be the truth.
Yeah,
we're gonna see more stuff about our players because that's what our algorithm tells us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, there's guys leaving from everything. There's Ferris State offensive linemen going. Every team has players going into the portal. Georgia, Auburn, Alabama, LSU, Ole Miss. Like, that's everybody. This isn't a Miami specific thing. We gotta get out of our own bubble sometimes and just be like, yo, this is the business. Everybody's jumping. Not everybody's jumping in the portal, but everybody's open to jumping in the portal.
Yeah.
And when they're a higher level guy, or they already know where they're going. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna critique it because we're more fans of this team. We're gonna look at it through that lens because we've struggled for so long. But remember, when we signed the number 1 defensive line class in the country, that was a lot of numbers. That was always gonna. That's what you're supposed to do, because not everybody's gonna stick. So you get 2 or 3 defensive ends. You get 2 or 3 defensive tackles, because you might hit on 1, and if you're lucky, you hit on 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the bit. You gotta throw numbers at everything because you're gonna lose people to the portal. That's just the business.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everybody gonna lose, man. Everybody gonna lose.
Yeah,
we've only lost 5, though.
Yeah. What are we talking about? And none of them
lost 5. Like,
none of them
for comparison, so far we've only lost 5. Ole Miss lost 18.
Yep.
And
West
this
Virginia
is not
lost 30.
this is the second window's not even over. LSU has lost 20.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Oregon has lost 15.
And that's a Big Ten champion in Oregon and unlimited Nike money. So if it's the money, right? We're not unlimited Nike money because Phil Knight wants to get his championship that he's never had. Look, just to put it into context, man, Cal has lost the same amount of running backs as we've lost currently that have jumped in the portal, not lost. Right. Players. They lost their entire backfield. This is how crazy this business is. It's not like there's also guys that, like Marquise Lightfoot outplayed on the last Rudolph. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever it is. Like there's some, you have to make yourself, you have to make yourself invaluable. You know what I'm saying? And then people are going to be like, all right, well, I'm not getting any snaps here. Armando Blunt, that was supposed to come this year, graduated early, became a freak of nature. You know what I'm saying? And the intelligent human being that he is, to become undeniable. You have to become that. And when you don't become that, you jump in the portal and you try to find a place where you become undeniable for that team. It's the business, fam. It's the business.
So the number is, as of 2 hours ago, more than 1,000 players have entered the portal today. Today.
Just today. 5 of them. It's just wild, bro. That's just wild. 1,000.
That's crazy, son.
1,000. Fresh. Have you seen Marquise Lightfoot? Like, have you seen him? Like, you hear a number when somebody told you a number at some point, but have you physically seen what Marquise Lightfoot looks like? Yeah. Not everybody's 250 or 255 or 260 looks the same. That's all I'm gonna tell you, yo. Like, I'm not saying that that's his weight because I don't know his weight. It's weird to like ask a grown man his weight, but when you see him, you tell me, oh no, yeah, he looks like. Do you remember the guy who's teaching him was one of the lightest defensive ends and a Hall of Famer ever? Like, what? How are we looking at this? Like, do you know his speed coming off the edge when you've been dealing with the monster that is Akeem Mesidor throwing you around, and then you got to deal with a speed rush from him or a Booker Pickett that's come. You know what I'm saying? That is hopefully all good and good. You know, there's a reason why
Lightfoot has definitely grown up, brother.
I mean, people like you expect people to, how they look at 18 that time doesn't happen, time doesn't pass. They grow to 19, 20, and they have, you know what I'm saying, eating right. I'm not gonna say for the first time because moms don't play. You know what I'm saying? Like moms don't play. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's in the weight room. All those things happen. It says Perry Thompson. That's the guy. Who's Perry Thompson, Joe? Like, Perry.
That's the guy.
Let us know, Roger. Shout out to Roger Allen, man. One of my favorite commenters and watchers of the show, man. That dude is always in the comments right after the show. You know what I'm saying? Breaking it down. Like he's responding as we're talking. I love it. Again, make sure y'all smash. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
From Auburn. Yeah, he jumped in the portal. He was like a 4-star, 5-star receiver. Yeah.
Okay.
From Alabama. Okay. He's from Alabama. So
yeah, probably staying. Juan Manuel asks, who are the 5 players that jump in the portal? Nykar, Patterson, Rudolph, Josh Horton, and who else? That's it, right? Who am I forgetting?
Nykar, Patterson, Rudolph, Josh Horton, and
Zaquan Patterson. Oh no, he said it.
He got Zaquan. Shit.
That's it, right?
That's it?
Long pause. That's great for audio. Yeah, I think that's it. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Where you at, Flag? Don't yell at me, man. I got to respond to your messages too. That's my fault, man. See, I know who hasn't lost much.
That's 4 people.
That's
Somebody
4.
else had to jump in, right?
Who's the 5th? I know who hasn't lost much. Those horse people. If you know, you know. Yeah, nobody. They lost their wide receiver, but that's about it. You know, he'll probably end up at like Georgia Southern Tech or something like that. So shout out to Georgia Southern Tech. Yeah, so it's only 4. And we're panicking. Joe, you want to read the 18 players that left LSU, the 5 running backs that left Cal? You know what I'm saying? Like, put it in count. No. Malik Bryant is still here. Yo, shout out to me.
Is there one player? Because there's nobody who's left yet that I'm like, oh my gosh. What one player, if they decide to leave,
you get blurry?
You be like, damn, son, like this is fucked up.
I don't want to say it because we kind of manifested one, and I think the one that would hurt. I ain't even the one that would hurt. I don't want to say it, Joe, because if it happens, I'm blaming you for this. Okay. Understand that. I'm blaming you, Armando Blunt. That would be the one to hurt me, because like seeing him from last year and seeing him this year, I think homie's gonna have a breakout season. I think him and Mark. I think the way that they're being taught, and shout out to bringing in. I think we can bounce him inside some plays. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like to cause some havoc. But yeah, Armando Blunt will be the one to hurt for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll give you. You know what? Let's do it in the you heard fashion and you heard manner. One on the defensive side, one on the offense. I'll go offense.
No.
I
said one person. That's it.
Okay. I try to add to it. That's my fault.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
No,
that's
all right. That's cool. No, that's cool. I thought I could also have an opinion on what we're talking about.
That's it, kid. Nope.
What about you, man?
We good money. I think Matt McCoy, if he left, would hurt, because I think he should be starting at guard, or he's the sixth man. He's a very important swing.
Yes,
guy, he can play guard and tackle.
You pay him like a starter, right? You pay him starter.
Yeah, he got to get. Yeah, I think he's valuable, man. You know, so I think that would hurt. Yeah.
We still have Dalen Russell. We still have, you know what I'm saying, young cats. We still have Dante Simpson. I don't want to bring that one up fresh. I want to be respectful. Real quick, I want to address this disrespect. Yes, Real Madrid did get absolutely worked in Champions League. All right, it hasn't happened in a very long time, but it happened. Shout out to Arsenal. Real quick soccer talk. All right. Let's see. What about y'all in the chat, man? Who's one guy that would hurt you? Who's one guy on offense or defense?
One guy, yes. Just one.
Uno.
Don't say Carson Beck, because obviously that would just destroy everything.
The season would be over like that. But then you gotta Carson Beck. I don't even know what you do after that. Yeah, that would be bananas. All right, Joe, before we get up out of here, because our guys are about to go live with Coach Mariball, we want to make sure to be in the chat for that.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Clark had some comments yesterday. I was going to do a reaction to it, but I was like, you know what? Let's keep it to what we do. Save it for Wednesday, because yesterday it could have been a little bit more incendiary, you know what I'm saying, more disrespectful, because you know how, you know what I'm saying? I had been watching a lot of battle rap over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So I was, you know what I'm saying, I was about to go real ill will with it, but I'm going to be cool. So when you saw the crazy take of Ryan Clark blaming Coach Cristobal for paying Carson Beck, everybody's seen it. Went super viral yesterday on K's Twitter. What was your thought? What was your take? I know we talked about it briefly, but we don't ever touch on it fully like how we try to do it on the show, man. 220 people rocking with us right now. Make sure you smash that like button, man. Y'all see where we at right now. Wednesdays and Sundays at 6. Like, share, subscribe. We're available everywhere. What you got, Joey?
Yeah, you know, not much. You know what's ill to me is I really don't think a lot of these ex-NFL guys really pay attention to college football like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because we talk about narratives, right? The same narrative is out there, right? So when you say something like Nico should be getting more than Carson Beck, why? Where do you get that from? Why?
Yeah.
Like, based on what?
What data do you have to say this?
What
charts?
why are you
what
saying
bar
like,
graph?
where are we saying that?
What Excel spreadsheets? Yeah.
Where are we saying this at, son? And it's just wild. Some of the things they say is just wow, and it really doesn't make any sense to me because I don't know where it's coming from or how that makes sense. Like I need things to make sense. I'm not good with things that don't make sense.
Facts.
So if it doesn't make sense, I'm like, I don't want to. That doesn't make sense. It didn't make sense, and it still doesn't make sense. And Ryan's wilding. I don't know. And then everybody follows the same narrative. Like it's always been Miami's paying everybody crazy. Like you want to compare what Miami paid to what Ohio State paid recently, son? Like it's not even close. Oregon.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to, man?
I think what's crazy about it's how lazy the narrative is. Man. You know what I'm saying? It's because it's what we've seen almost before social media, right? Hold up, let me get this dono. Shout out to Plank Time. Ryan Clark. All right. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make sure we get the dono.
Yes, absolutely.
I can't not, you know what I'm saying? The dude donated, so shout out to Plank Time. It's how lazy the narrative is, man. It's like, as far as I can remember, before social media, the way Miami was talked about and all this stuff, Miami gets mentioned as if they're the only ones paying. Like they're the ones that get a graphic of how much they allegedly are paying Carson Beck, of how much they're trying to tamper with certain players because it gets insinuated. It's lazy social media. Like, fam, like you have producers like Ryan Clark is a successful businessman with the pivot. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he has producers. He might not have to do the research. One of his people could have and given him a different talking point. It didn't make sense with the question. Like, oh, that's why Mario Cristobal is like, what does it have to do with literally anything? Like, what you thought Will Howard didn't get paid? You think Caleb Downs, when he went to Ohio State from Alabama, was just doing it out of kindness of his heart?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's everybody's getting paid. Everybody, but all of a sudden they want to drop the graphic of how much Carson Beck. So what? Why are you in his pockets? Everybody's getting a bag. Absolutely everybody. It had nothing to do with nothing. It never made sense. And it wasn't, and we give the reaction to Ryan Clark, but Mike Greenberg set it up before with the conversation. Like, you saw what Mario Cristobal did. What the does that have to do with anything?
Yeah.
Nico isn't in the same conference, isn't on the same team. They don't even play each other. They're not a rival. It's completely unrelated in every possible way. But they have a version of orange is the only way you kind of connect it, and that's stretching that shit. Like, it never made sense, man. And again, like, it's just like, oh, Miami was paying us. So what? Yeah, we got money now just like everybody else. Now it's not just the SEC paying bags. Well, Ohio State paid. You think Jeremiah Smith is in Ohio State for the love of the game? For the love of that cold weather?
Columbus, Ohio?
Yeah, nobody's ever gone, yo, man, you know where I really want to move to? Ohio. You think when people were going to Alabama, like, yo, you know what? Tuscaloosa looks like a really safe place for me. Coming from Compton. Coming from, you know what I'm saying, South Florida, where there's more than one Walmart. Like, what are we doing? Like, it's just like I've never understood. Me personally, I've never understood the narrative because it's just lazy. Yep. It is like Miami's a small private school that shouldn't have done it. That goes back to the U part one. They're the ones that don't belong, and they keep setting the trends. You want to get mad that's the number? Be mad at it, fam. It's not your money. You're not getting taxed on it. It doesn't affect you in any way. Who cares? Oh, they're paying. Nico is one of the most mid quarterbacks last year that could possibly be mid. Carson Beck won the SEC twice. And it's the conference that you guys glaze. When he's at Georgia, oh, this is the number one quarterback. He's at Miami. Hey, man, he's not that good.
He's all right. He's all right.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
He's all right.
Just nasty work, man. Oh, yeah.
Right, let's catch the jump. We gotta get on the pod.
Yeah, we gotta get out. Hey, man, look, about to be 8:00. We'll be right back here.
We'll be right back, man.
We'll be right back. Get back like 4 flats. Appreciate y'all so much, man. Again, one more time, like, share, subscribe. And if you haven't been there or haven't done so, please check out the website. Check out our merch, man. We're trying to do something different for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Pod heavy, obviously, in King's colors, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Like, share, subscribe for my brother Joe right here. I got this one. My brother Joe right here. I'm in with Benny Boondocks, man. We out of here, man. Go catch Miami Mayhem. They're on right now with Coach Mirabal. We're about to jump over there in the chat, man. Y'all be good. Be safe. Peace.